Taking a leaf from the Ford Mustang and Mini book of designing cars for the 21st century, Fiat's retro offering will be familiar to any patriotic Italian or child that's seen Disney's Cars. The Fiat 500c is a small, cute alternative to the Mini Convertible. Unlike the Mini Convertible, the Fiat 500c looks like a normal car with the roof up or down. That's because you don't lower the whole roof, merely slide it back like a giant sunroof. Admittedly, it can look a little awkward with the roof down, but nowhere near as odd as the Mini Convertible, which isn't too dissimilar to a pram. It also inadvertently creates quite large blind spots. Whether you like it or not, the Fiat 500c is a good-looking car, especially these alloys. Fiat's put a lot of time and effort into making good-looking, if difficult to clean, rims. The 500's interior is pretty nice too. It's almost as retro as the exterior. Look at this centre console. It's as though it was laid out over 50 years ago, not in a bad way, but in a way that's just right for the car. The speedo and rev counter setup's pretty cool. You see, the rev counter chases the speedo when you're accelerating. It's pretty sweet. There's about as much space as you can expect from a small hatch. Loads up front, but not so much in the back. If you're going to put an adult back here on a long journey, you might need to take regular breaks. There's also slightly less boot space in the 500c than there is in the regular hatch. Roof up, you're laughing because it handles and feels just like the hatch, and that's a brilliant little car. However, take the roof down and you do lose a lot of rear visibility. Also, above 40 miles an hour, the wind bouncing around the cabin is pretty terrible. Thankfully, because the 500c isn't a proper convertible and more a giant sunroof targa jobby, it doesn't suffer from chassis flex like its rivals. The steering is a little light, which may irritate some, but it's ideal in the city. There are a number of engines available, mostly small petrols and diesels, though the two-cylinder twinner version does make for an interesting if economical choice. There's also a pair of Abarth hot hatch versions for the speed freaks, though be warned, the chintz that comes with them will make you stand out, and not necessarily in a good way. If you're looking for roofless motoring with a dash of cute aesthetics and a dollop of Italian flair, the Fiat 500c might just be the car for you, but you'll have to make sure you can live with the rear visibility, rear passenger space and wind ruffles issues.